Are you considering or have you already reproduced?
No,
And you're not considering doing it at all?
I'm not married at the moment, so I can't do that.
Yeah, but are you going to in the future?
Inshallah, of course, if Allah gives me the opportunity to have offsprings, I will be more than delighted to obviously have offsprings, yes.
Right. Can I ask you the following question? There is a real chance that your offspring are going to reject your faith. It's possible, isn't it?
Not really, no.
Why is it not possible? How can you control that they don't? People do leave the faith.
When it comes to Islam
Yeah.
and the religion of Al-Islam,
Yeah.
the way we treat our offsprings, we raise them with love and affection. So when we raise them from young, we give them the opportunity to learn all religions. We don't bound them to one religion as Muslims. We don't bound them to one religion. We say to them, this is Islam, this is the truth, this is the haqq, follow this. We try and teach them in the madrasas, in the schools, in the Islamic schools. And if they choose that path, alhamdulillah, they will be on the path of Islam. But
What if they don't choose that path? So, like, for example, there's a guy called Samir. I can't, his first name is on YouTube. He's rejected Islam, and he speaks a lot about the many people who have rejected Islam. And inshallah, everyone should reject Islam, and everyone should reject all religion. But you can only hope. What I'm saying is that you're saying you represent all the religions. You would tell your children about all the religions. What if they chose another religion, or they rejected Islam? What my point is that they will end up in everlasting damnation in hell, and therefore, how can you possibly justify bringing children into the world when they might end up in hell?
okay, first of all, I've not witnessed any Muslim in my community where they've had offsprings and their children have left Islam. So I've never come across that.
Wow, you must be very good at conditioning your offspring.
Like I said, I don't have any at the moment. But, it's all to do with the way you raise your children. It comes down to morals, isn't it? It comes down to your mannerisms. And obviously we're in Britain. We're living in the UK. We should respect the law and the land that we live in. But when it comes to the religion of Al-Islam, we teach them. We try our best.
Yeah, but you're not answering the question. It is possible that your children will reject your religion, and therefore, how can you bring them into existence knowing that they might end up in eternal damnation? Aren't you worried about that? I mean, it's possible, isn't it? It's possible. Don't lie and say it's not possible, because then you're just lying. You don't want to be lying, yeah? Do you? Do you want to be lying?
Do you want me to reply?
Yes. Do you want to be lying?
Would you like me to reply?
Yes. Do you want to be lying?
I'm not lying.
Well, you are lying if you tell me that there is no chance that your child will reject your belief system. Because if I was your child, I would reject your belief system.
Okay, but that's you. You are as an individual, isn't it?
Correct, yes. So I'm saying there is a possibility that your child will reject, in which case they could go to everlasting damnation. So why have them in the first place?
Okay, can you give me 5 seconds to reply, please? Yeah. Okay, I don't know about anybody else, but what I can say is this. When it comes to Islam, and it comes to Muslims in our community, I've never come across this, what you're claiming. But what I can say is, if I did have a child and they did leave Islam, that's their loss. It's not my loss, it's the child's loss.
Yeah, but the child would then go to hell, and that would have been your fault for having him. I mean, here's another question, right? If you don't want to go down that line, how can you justify bringing children into the world when they're definitely going to suffer, they're going to die? They might, how do you want your children to die? Let's say you have children. How would you like them to die?
I would love my children to die on the haqq of Al-Islam with La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah imprinted on the heart, inshallah.
No. I'm talking about what illness they need to die. Like, would you like them to have cancer, heart disease? Would you like them to have dementia? What would your choice be? How would you like your children to die?
It's not in my control. It's in Allah's control. So
no, I understand that. But how? Ideally, would you like them to die in a car crash? Would you like them to die in a police cell? How would you like them to die?
I got a question for you.
No. Answer my question first. How would you like your children to die?
A natural death.
What's your preference?
A natural.
What, that they just go to sleep one night and they wake up and they don't wake up,
like,
right?
When God decides to take you, He takes you.
Yeah, but I mean, by having children, you are taking a risk with somebody else's life.
Not necessarily.
And you're abusing them. But by brainwashing them with your ideology.
Listen, the Quran speaks for itself. The Quran speaks for itself. Anybody that reads the Quran, they will know in their heart that this is the truth and this is the haqq. So when it comes to this subject, I don't think we can really truly get too deep with your dialogue, because your approach is very one-sided,
Right.
if you don't mind me saying, with all due respect.
Yes, no, it is.
Yes.
It's very one-sided.
And I don't understand why.
I think everybody should be stopped from reproducing.
No, that's just
Nobody's given me a good reason why they should. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that today I'm offering a £100 prize to anybody that can give me a good reason why they should be reproducing. Now, this guy hasn't given me any good reasons yet, and therefore he doesn't win the prize, although I do have a sort of consolation prize of condoms for anybody who doesn't win.
I believe you need a good psychiatrist.
Yes, that's not. I agree with you, and I am looking for a new psychiatrist. Does any psychiatrists here?
He is.